What's going on, YouTube? I'm stuck in the house on this glorious snow day. The Blu Ray Collection update. I figured I'd do it today before doing it on Tuesday, because on Tuesday there's really only one movie that I'm going to get on Tuesday, which is probably going to be the Ender's Game Steelbook. The Jungle Book also comes out, but I already own the Jungle Book, so I'm trying to cut back on double dipping on movies. And the one I own the Steelbook, which is a lot better than the editions that are coming out on Tuesday. I do like the one with the gold slipcover. I like all the Disney movies that are released with the gold slipcover, but none of the ones I got were the gold slipcover because I usually get the 3D version, which is not a gold slipcover. So, anyways, let's jump into the movies that I got since my last collection update. First up, I got A Lot Like Love from JB Hi-Fi in Australia. This was supposed to be released in America, I don't know, like a year ago, I believe, and it just never came out. Like, it had a release date, and it was not in stores, it was not on Amazon, it was nowhere to be found. So I picked this up. It's a nice little comedy. Ashton Kutcher and Amanda Peet. It's a love story over 7 years. You know, it takes place like when they first meet, and then it takes place 2 years later, a year after that, and then like 2 years after that, or something like that. It's pretty good if you guys haven't seen it. Next up, movies I got from Walmart.com. I got 50/50, starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Seth Rogen, Anna Kendrick, what was her name? Bryce Dallas Howard. She's out of control in this movie. And Angelica Houston. It's a good movie. Joseph Gordon-Levitt gets cancer on his spine. He goes into the doctor because his back is hurting and he's having night terrors, or night sweats, and he finds out he has cancer. So it's kind of a relationship of him and his friend, and then his relationship with him and his mom, his relationship with him and his girlfriend, his relationships, you know, in everyday life. It's a really good movie. Kind of hard to watch at a couple points, but I'd highly recommend it if you haven't got it. And then I've got Tank Girl, starring Lori Petty and Ice-T. I watched this movie when I was a kid. The movie, like when you watch it, it's kind of boring. Like while you're watching it, and then after it's over and you've watched it, you sit back and you're like, yeah, you know, that was pretty good. And that's how it was with this. I was just like, oh, okay, is it over? You know, got like 10 or 15 minutes left. But then once it was over, you know, all kind of just sank in. I was like, yes, yeah, you know, it's a pretty good movie. So if you guys haven't seen this by now, you might want to check it out. It's Lori Petty plays Tank Girl, which is based on a comic strip. It's in a post-apocalyptic world. There's this Bureau of Water and Power. I believe that's what they're called, and they control all of the water. So everybody's out to just find, you know, clean water. But the Bureau of Water and Power have a hold on it. And for some reason, the guy that runs it is obsessed with Lori Petty, Tank Girl, and making her do all of his biddings. And then there's Ice-T and his gang of people, which is a whole other story. Okay, next up I have High Tension. This is a French film. I used to see this on Grindhouse all the time. Not Grindhouse, on IFC during their Grindhouse presentations. This chick and her friend, they end up going to somebody's relative's house, and this guy shows up and starts killing people. And then one of them gets kidnapped, and she's trying to save her. And then at the end, there's a nice little twist. I didn't really even see the twist coming. You know, it was really good. Even though you gotta read subtitles, I'd highly recommend picking this up. Okay, so next I have these I picked up on Monday at Target. I went in looking at their $10 sale. So I just went in to see what they got. First up, I got the Cat in the Hat. I got this for $14.99. It's the first time I've ever seen it in the store. I've never seen the movie. So I thought I'd go ahead and pick it up and give it a try. I've read the book, I just never seen the movie. And then I got Dirty Dancing for $5 because people always argue with me saying that Dirty Dancing is Patrick Swayze's best movie. I doubt it. I'm more of a Point Break fan. You can't really go wrong with Point Break. but I'll go ahead and give this a try. You know, $5, can't really go wrong with that. Then for $10, I picked up Fruitvale Station. This is based on a true story, and I gotta say, this movie is so wrong. You know, what happened in this movie, the events that happened, I can't even believe that they allowed that to happen. I'm not going to ruin it for you. If you haven't seen it, you should really check it out. It's pretty good. Then I got It's Complicated. I've been seeing this a lot on cable, and the parts that I have seen, you know, it's been pretty funny. So I wanted to sit down and watch the whole thing in its entirety. I believe this was only $10. I want to say $10. Then I got Turbo for $10. This movie didn't really look interesting to me at all, but my kids wanted it. They seem to like Turbo, so I decided to go ahead and pick it up for them. And then next up, Silver Linings Playbook for $10. I've just now got around to seeing this after I picked it up. It was a complete blind buy. Everybody said it was good. And I also wanted to pick it up because Chris Tucker's in it. It's like his first movie since Rush Hour 3. These two are complete nut jobs. They have mental issues, but then they somehow develop this really strong connection between the two of them. Really, really good movie. I highly recommend this. If you have not seen it yet, you need to see it. It's really good. Okay, also from Target, I got this at a different Target. Bad Grandpa. I got this for $10. That was the sale they had going on. When it first came out, I didn't want to get it because I seen it in theaters. I didn't want to pay the $23.99 or however much it was at the time that it came out. So I figured $10 is a good price. So I went and picked it up. Okay, then from Best Buy, I got these yesterday. Mega Shark versus Mega Shark. This doesn't even seem like a movie I would own, but the YouTuber Wet Movie 1 makes an appearance in this movie, so I thought I'd pick it up to check out that appearance and check out this movie. Then next up, I got Dark Shadows, starring Johnny Depp. This is a movie I wasn't really interested in when I seen the previews for it. It just didn't look interesting. I didn't think it would do good in the box office either, and it didn't. But I did have the digital copy. Somebody gave me the digital copy, and I watched it on Vudu, and I actually kind of enjoyed the movie. So I thought it was about time I picked it up, actually on Blu Ray. And then we have Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. I picked this up for, it was like $7.88 or something like $7.50 maybe. I picked it up and I thought that this was the only one that I did not own. And when I got home, I came to find out I only owned the first one. So now I have to track down the second one. Alright. This past Tuesday, I picked up Dallas Buyers Club. This is a movie Matthew McConaughey gets contracted with, or he gets diagnosed with HIV, and he's trying to do everything to stay alive. They give him 30 days to live. So he goes down to Mexico. He starts getting drugs that or you know, unapproved drugs that help him get better. Then he starts selling those drugs and makes a club where there's a membership and you get the drugs for free. The FDA is just out to get him. Really, really good movie. It's got also has Jared Leto, who plays Paul Allen in American Psycho. He puts on a really good performance as a transgender woman. The whole movie all around is really good. Definitely a great movie. And I'm not even a fan of Matthew McConaughey, but this is a great movie. Alright, next up we have Escape Plan. This movie, this was really good. I don't even think I saw previews for it. I just saw promotional work for it. It's like Stallone, Schwarzenegger, breaking out of prison. That looks good. And I gotta say, this movie is great. If you haven't seen this, you should go out and get this. And it has the guy who plays Jesus in Passion of the Christ, Jim Caviezel. He plays the warden. Oh my god, what a douchebag. He puts on a great performance. Check this movie out. It's good. Then I have the Steelbook version of Justice League War. This movie, it was just okay. It wasn't as good as Justice League Flashpoint Paradox. That one I've seen like 4 times since I bought it. But this one, it's alright. This seems like the way Warner Brothers is kind of trying to rush the Justice League movie, this seems like the way they would go, the way that they film this out, because it's like a Justice League Origins all in one night. So, check that out if you want. You know, maybe Netflix it. Alright, then I went to Suncoast and checked out their deals they had going on. For $10, I got Spider-Man 2. This is the only one of the trilogy I did not own, for the Sam Raimi trilogy. It's actually the only one I thought was good. And the way it played out with my movies, I have all 3 editions are different. I have the original Spider-Man 3 release, and then I have the 4K release of Spider-Man 1, and then I have the one where all the covers are like this. So I don't really have a uniform trilogy. I don't really care, because I wasn't really a fan. I used to have the Target trilogy pack, but I don't know what happened to it. I think somebody stole it. Off subject, but so let's get back on subject. For $5, I picked up Gettysburg, the digibook. It's a pretty nice digibook. The only thing is, when I opened it, it had this big gash in it. That's probably why it was $5. But I don't know. I might take it back and let them know about that after the snow clears up. I haven't seen this since I was a kid, but you know, it's a really nice digibook. 2 discs. Got a bunch of pages. And then last, I got Love Actually, and I bought this. It was in the used section. I remember wanting this edition when it came out because I didn't know that I already owned this movie. So this was in a used package, the way that they have at Suncoast, where they have them all packaged up. And it ended up being $8.99. So then I opened up the used packaging, and as you can see, it is still sealed. So, you know, they messed up and they gave me a brand new copy for $8.99. But that's all I got. That's my big stack of movies that I got this past week or 2 weeks, however long it's been. So if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe please. I got more videos coming probably this week. I got a video of the movies that I watched this past week, so look forward to that, and enjoy being snowed in, unless you're not snowed in.